people respect your presence or see you as just another forgettable face? If you hesitate to answer, you already know the truth. You don't command respect, but that changes today. Because the world belongs to those who know how to instill fear and respect, not by shouting, not by trying to impress others, but by mastering the psychology of power. If you want to make people fear and respect you, then watch this video until the end. Power, control, fear, respect. These are not things you ask for, they are things you take. The world doesn't bow to kindness, it bows to strength. People don't respect the man who tries to please everyone. They respect the man who makes them feel his presence, who forces them to think twice before speaking his name. You've seen it before. The guy who walks into a room and suddenly the energy shifts. Conversations lower, heads turn, and people instinctively make way for him. Forget about being the nice guy. He gets ignored, disrespected, and used. You must become someone who others think twice before speaking. 5 ruthless strategies that will turn you from forgettable to unshakable. And number 5 is very important, so don't miss it. Weak men talk too much. They blabber, overshare, and expose themselves with every word. They believe that explaining, pleading, or trying to convince others will make them respected. It doesn't. It makes them look desperate. A powerful man understands that silence is a weapon. When you speak less, you become unpredictable. And when you do speak, your words become a rare commodity, valuable and impossible to ignore. How to use this? Speak less. Don't react and remove the unnecessary fluff from your speech. Pause before responding. Let people feel the weight of your silence before you give them your attention. Use direct eye contact. When you finally speak, stare directly at the person, making them feel the weight of your words. Example, picture a heated debate in a boardroom. Everyone is arguing, raising their voices, trying to prove their point. But you sit there watching, completely silent. Then, after the noise dies down, you lean forward and say in a deep, unshaken tone, "We're wasting time with emotions. Let's talk logic. Here's how it will go." Suddenly, everyone shuts up. All eyes are on you. Because you weren't just another voice in the noise, you were the one who ended the noise. This is how you make people listen without ever raising your voice. The man who controls his emotions controls the world. Every time you react impulsively, whether in anger, sadness, or frustration, you give others power over you. The moment they can predict your reactions, they can manipulate you. The most feared men in history weren't the loudest. They were the ones you couldn't read. Their enemies never knew if they were pleased, furious, or completely indifferent. How to use this? Master the poker face. Never let your face reveal what you're thinking. Never argue in anger. If someone provokes you, smile instead of reacting. It will confuse and unsettle them. Practice responding with questions. Instead of showing emotion, respond with, "Is that supposed to impress me?" Or, "That's interesting. Do you actually believe that?" Example, imagine you're in a social setting and someone insults you in front of others. Most people would react emotionally, defending themselves, getting angry, or trying to out-insult the other person. But you just smile. You look them in the eye and say, "That's the best you've got? Disappointing." Now, the tables have turned. You didn't just avoid showing weakness, you made them look foolish for trying. When people can't predict your emotions, they become scared of triggering them. Before you speak a single word, people have already judged you. Your posture, your stance, the way you move, all of it determines whether people see you as a leader or a follower. If you want to command fear and respect, your body must send one message: I am in control. How to use this? Walk slowly and deliberately. Rushing makes you look nervous. Move like time belongs to you. Never break eye contact first. Let the other person look away before you do. It establishes dominance. Take up space. Stand with your feet slightly apart, shoulders back, and own the area around you. Example, imagine walking into a party where you don't know anyone. A weak man would shuffle in, glance around nervously, and find the nearest corner to stand in. But a powerful man? He steps in slowly. He doesn't rush. His movements are controlled. He looks around like he owns the room. When he makes eye contact with someone, he doesn't immediately look away. He holds it just long enough to let them know he's aware of them. And just like that, without speaking a word, people start to notice him. This is how you demand respect without saying a single thing. Desperation is unattractive. The moment you act too available, you lower your value. Whether in friendships, business, or relationships, people must work for your attention. The more someone has to earn your time, the more they respect it. How to use this? Never over-explain yourself. If someone questions you, respond with confidence. Don't always reply to texts immediately. Make them realize your time is valuable. Give compliments sparingly. The less you give, the more powerful they become. Example, imagine someone asks for your help. Instead of immediately saying yes, you pause and say, "Why should I?" Now they have to prove their worth to you. They have to explain why they deserve your time. By making people earn your attention, you become someone they instinctively respect. Carry yourself like a leader. People respect those who project authority, not through words, but through presence. The way you move, the way you react, and the way you handle situations determine whether people see you as a leader or a follower. If you want others to respect you, start by respecting yourself first. How to use this? Walk with purpose, move deliberately, never rush. A leader's presence is felt before they even speak. Speak with certainty, avoid weak phrases like "I think" or "maybe." Instead, say, "This is what we'll do." Silence can be more powerful than words. Pausing before speaking makes people hang on to every word you say. Example, imagine entering a room full of people. Instead of looking around nervously or fidgeting, you walk in slowly, make eye contact, and take your time before speaking. When you finally do, your voice is steady, your words are precise, and everyone listens. Without demanding respect, you command it. Now listen carefully. Dark mindset is a movement that teaches you to control the game. Subscribe now or regret later. The choice is yours. See you soon.